All right there. Fight. Another goddamn gaming and a movie review we got to do. That's right. This one here, though, is actually a solo one this time around. We're not doing a back-to-back one like we did in the last video. And also, you guys are now presented with a brand new setup on how we're going to be doing this going forward with the game on the left or right side, whatever side it's on. More likely it's probably going to be left or something like that. And then the movie that we're reviewing on the right. With the game in the middle, but there's also going to be other shit too as well. I'll make sure to play a video for you guys, like a trailer for the movies that we're going to be watching before we get into our initial thoughts and reviews. But yeah, speaking of fucking movies, let's get into the one that we just watched fucking last night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good. The what was it? Orphan, like first kill, right?
Yeah. The sequel to the 2009 fucking flick and shit. But before we actually get into the review, though, I'll let these guys go ahead and fucking check out the trailer first before we dive deep into our thoughts. So I'll play that now for you guys.
What is he doing here?
We found your daughter. She's alive.
Be prepared for changes.
We have a child therapist that she'll be working with.
4 years is a long time. What she needs right now is our family.
Esther? Sweetheart, it's Mommy. Welcome home, Esther. We left it just as it was.
It's lovely to be back. I miss my family very much.
Our goal here is helping Esther acclimate back into life within the family unit.
Sorry.
I think something's going on with Esther.
Is there anything you want to tell me about your time away?
How's that possible? 4 years ago, she was still drawing stick figures.
Esther's behavior has been so erratic.
Hello, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy. I know, Mommy.
I did notice some inconsistencies.
What are you getting at?
To me, it felt like a performance.
If you're not Esther, who are you?
Mommy, I made it for you.
Take and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of
The mother protects her family. No matter what.
That's the story of. That's the glory of love.
Now that's what I call a fucking trailer, yo.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't even seen the trailer.
Well, and I didn't even see the trailer actually myself too as well before we even watched it. Not gonna lie about that, but that's kind of a good thing though, because we just watched 2009's movie like fucking less than a week ago.
We did, yeah.
3 days ago, I think it was, like something like some shit like that. So
I also don't like to watch trailers just because, I don't know, I feel like they spoil a bit of the movie and stuff, and like there was some things that happened in that movie that I was not expecting, and there might have been little bits of it in the trailer, and then you get in the movie and you're like, yep, I knew it. And then it's
to be fair, I'm not going to say that here, but let's just say I can totally see where you're coming from with that, because I've seen movies that do have trailers that ruin the film for you.
Right.
Not a fan of that. I don't like that one bit. I think that's bullshit. But I digress. We're not here to talk about fucking trailers anyways. We're here to talk about Orphan First Kill, a prequel sequel. It's not a sequel, but it's definitely a prequel to a movie that came out in 2009.
Yeah. And it has the same chick that plays Esther,
Yep.
which is cool. Of course, she looks a little different because that movie came out in 2009 and it is 2023. Well, I don't know when that came out. 22,
2022
21.
last year. So yeah.
So, of course, yeah, she's like quite a bit older, but I mean, I think it still looks good. I think, like, you know, I like it.
The camera work that they did in this film, because I saw a couple clips behind the scenes and how they do it, and it's such a great thing to do where you can literally take like put it this way, like, because if I say anything I'm going to end up spoiling it, but
I know.
for this reason right here, I can tell you one thing right now: there's no like CGI on the actress that plays Esther at all to to reprise her role as a young kid. Like they did an amazing, fantastic job. The way the camera is and the way like certain scenes are shot, it's just beautifully crafted, man. It's beautiful.
It was really well done. It was super twisty, tons of like freaking blood stuff everywhere, like real gory, you know, and people love that.
Right.
It was good. It was fucking good. It just there were so many fucking crazy twists in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Julia Stiles is in it, which is great.
Yeah, which is weird because like I didn't recognize her right away until like I really had to sit back and look at her carefully, and I was like, God damn, that's Julia Stiles, man. Like, she did not age well, yo.
Oh.
Nah, she's all right. It just took me a little while because because when you first get introduced to her character, like I didn't recognize her at all. But then like when the camera was more up close, because like I caught that shit right at the very beginning of the fucking movie. It was like the very first scene where I caught them. Like, yo, how come she looks familiar? I know what the fuck she's from. And you're like, yeah, I know who it is too. And then you asked me what movie she was from, and I said like the Bourne Conspiracy and fucking whatever you want to call it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well. I thought this one was also like really well cast. You know, I don't know. It's hard to talk about movies without like spoiling them.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to spoil it because I want this to be something that people watch.
It's a newer movie. Yeah, like if it was like an older film that it's been out for like 20 years, then no one would give a shit. Well,
right? Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true.
Well, some people. That's right. Some people still would. Some people would be like, "The fuck."
Yeah. Well, because remember, you have like people that react to movies right now on YouTube, right? So they have that mentality and be like, "Hey, I'm going to watch this movie for the first time. I've never seen Naked Gun and a Half." I'm like, what the fuck?
Lies. No, I know.
Right? But, I mean, it is what it is. But overall, man, fucking Orphan First Kill was fucking sweet, man. Like, I loved every second of it, man. Like, and the plot twist hit hard. Like, it took me a while to register a lot of shit in that movie, but, I mean, I don't mind that kind of a fucking weird early on plot twist, man. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy is that it's like it's almost like it's weird because everybody knows Esther from the first one, right? Like shitting little bitch. And you end up feeling bad for her as a character. You end up feeling bad for her a little bit.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
And it's so weird to know that type of like when I first told you about Orphan, I tried to explain it like it was The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin, you know. Right. So it's hard to like be like, oh, this fucking psycho ass little shit that kills everybody. Yeah, I feel bad for her, you know. But I mean, they did a good job.
No, I agreed 100% too as well, because like you're absolutely right. When you watch the first movie, like you're rooting for the family. You're not rooting for Esther at all. And meanwhile, in this one, it's like it fucks with your brain, man. I'm just gonna say right now, it fucks with your head.
It does. I was definitely rooting for Esther, you know, for some of it, and then for somebody else for the rest of it. I'm not going to say who the other person was, but yeah, it was just weird. It's weird when you're like, oh my God, I feel so bad for the serial killer, you know?
Right, yeah. No, I feel you on that. It's fucking, like I said, it fucks with your brain, man. But I like that, though, because, like, after all, remember, like, in the 2009 movie, like, she's a fucking kid. She still is in this film, obviously, if we're going based on, like, the way the film was shot. But I'm saying, like, it kind of gives you that empathy of, like, goddamn, dude, like, I know this person isn't who she says she is. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I know like what she's capable of, but at the same time, it's like, god damn, dude, like, bro, she gets some fucking hatred up the ass in this fucking movie, bro.
She really does. She gets yeah. She
gets abused pretty bad.
But isn't it such like a great example of karma for her, just for her, because she chose that. You know,
right.
She was like, yep, this is the family I'm picking, this is this, and all that karma came back and bit her in the ass. It was such a good example of karma.
It was, but to be fair though, too, as well, like the kid that she was looking at too, who she named herself after, like the original fucking missing person, I guess, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. And fucking, which made it interesting. But like I said, like when it gets to the plot twist in the middle of the film, it's like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that was nuts. That was crazy. I know, when that first happened, I was like, what in the fuck is going on right now? My confusion was so high, because it's so out of nowhere. Like, you do not expect that at all.
No, not one bit.
Crazy.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
It was good. It was really well done, that twist, yeah.
So you definitely recommend it?
I definitely recommend it. Yep.
Yeah,
check it out.
I definitely recommend it 100% too as well. If you haven't seen the first movie that came out back in 2009, bro, you don't exist. I'm sorry, you just don't. No, I'm just kidding.
We defame.
Yeah, we defaming your ass. No, I'm playing. Fucking definitely check it out. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Check out both.
Check out both. Yeah, but do not watch the prequel first.
Right. Like,
you have to watch the original first.
You do. You could watch them individually, but I wouldn't.
Right. It's gonna make you feel. It's gonna make you feel some type of way if you watch the 2009 original Orphan first, where then you watch the actual prequel, because certain things will make you be like, oh, what the fuck?
I know.
It will make certain plot holes, not really plot holes, but interesting things that they didn't touch up on in the original film make a lot more fucking sense.
Yeah, it really kind of pulled a lot of shit together. Answers a lot of questions you have from watching the first one.
Yeah.
So absolutely watch the 2009 Orphan first, and then watch this one. Even though this is technically a prequel, I still would watch it in the order they were released.
Right, I agree 100%. And I do give it my recommendation too as well. Phenomenal fucking movie, man. And I don't know if this one actually sat well with a lot of people, but I don't give a flying fuck because, hey, to be fair, critics are wrong.
Critics are frequently wrong, especially when it comes to horror movies, because they're more harshly judged, I feel like, than any other genre.
Oh, absolutely.
They tear them apart. It's crazy.
We'll have to definitely make a standalone separate video on that, to be honest, because not many people talk about that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But definitely definitely a recommendation from me and Faye. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But remember to watch the 2009 one first before you watch First Kill. So, and with that, we out this bitch.
Yeah.